All right, went to Walmart, went to get a few stuff, dropped off the wife to work because again, sharing the same car. But I wanted to give something a try after kind of looking into the whole situation with the Acura, and then kind of just asking some advice for fellow car people that work on cars and stuff. Might be the valve lifters that's making a huge ticking sound for the car. Either the car is running dry on oil, which previously, before we changed the turbocharger on that car, it was burning pretty bad on the oil. Or B, the lifters, like I mentioned, need to be adjusted. I just didn't say it accurately because it was already past 12 o'clock. I was already tired. But nonetheless, now, inside joke between some of my viewers that know me personally outside of YouTube, that we joke about this, but they'll know. I had to go get some Valvoline Restore and Protect. And so, oh man, if you only knew. Went to get to Valvoline Restore and Protect 5W30 for the Acura, and then some good old Lucas heavy oil stabilizer, or heavy duty oil stabilizer, whatever you want to go for. And come on, of course, mandatory Hot Wheels from the Walmart trip. So peep the haul, super twin mill, bone breaker, and little phone guy. So yeah, about that. So we're gonna go drop off some coffee to the wife and then head to the garage, and we're gonna try to see if this method works, see if maybe just the car is running oil or running dry. We're gonna see if the car is just running dry, and then do an oil change on it real quick, and hopefully that's what does the trick. So there, I guess. All right. Now that we went to Walmart and went to go pick up the stuff, obviously last that we did was changing the starter. The car couldn't turn on, with no crank, so changed the starter, that fixed it. But then now you had the rumbling noise, which was the knocking that's over here by the intake valve. Now, most likely the case that's gonna be is because the code that I said about the rocker arm, whatever, pretty much the lifters of the car that just needs to be adjusted, worst case scenario. But I guess you could say it's a bandage fix. We'll see if it helps, and if by any chance it still does the knocking, then of course it will need the adjustment. But we're gonna be putting some Lucas oil stabilizer and then top it off with some Valvoline Restore and Protect. And for those who don't use Lucas like that, pretty much for these bottles you kind of want to do at least 20% of the oil capacity. So for example, this car is about 4.89 quarts, so almost about 5 quarts, right? So what you would do is this whole bottle is pretty much a quart, and then you'll top it off with 4 quarts of the jug, which is 5 quarts, right? So you'll do 80% of the bottle, and then the 20% would be the Lucas. But of course, drain the oil, top off Lucas, and then the rest you do with Valvoline. Now, of course, you've seen me do numerous oil change. I'm not gonna make you sit through another one, so we're gonna go ahead, change the oil, and then start pouring all the stuff. Have my cone here, throw this guy in there. Okay. Just real quick, before another change, since the car was sitting overnight, pretty much cold, what I would do is I would just cold start the car, let the car warm up, get to the operating temp, just for the oil to circulate, and it'll help it flow out faster. So you turn on the car, leave it running for like a good 10-15 seconds, like if you were to turn on the car first thing in the morning. Once the car is warmed up, turn it off, and then begin your oil change. All right. Ow. Now that oh my God, I left it sitting in the sun, now it's hot. Okay. Now that you have the car warmed up, go ahead, change the oil, and then we'll get to Lucas. Now, all I just gotta say That's not a lot of oil that came out. I think that's like about maybe 2 quarts, hopefully. Or not hopefully, I hope not. Jesus. I just don't want to remove this radiator fan hose, or this radiator hose, only because I just ain't gonna work. I still gotta disconnect this. Can I remove it though? No, still has pressure, so great. And let's fucking hope for the best that this doesn't burn me. So let's put the bucket right underneath here, and let's see if this fucking reminder, don't do what I'm about to do. Let the car cool down if you need to. I'm so scared, don't do this. Okay. Nice. It worked. Cover this up so it just doesn't go anywhere. Let's here, let's do this. Oops. Put it on the radiator fan so it doesn't go anywhere. So right. Okay. Let's connect the hose back on there. Clean some of this up. And then let's put the bolts on the fans. Let's put that thread on for now, just so it holds. Okay. Let's see, where's the this? Okay. Just so it's snug. You don't need to do this too tight. You're just holding this on to the radiator fan or the radiator assembly. So just careful because you are dealing with plastics here. And so I'm gonna grab this harness. Whatever, that's fine. I want to say I'm doing this correctly. Okay, I'm gonna have so much footage. Dealing with this guy right here. Let's bolt this down. I guess it's on there. Same thing. Okay, it's on there. Want to see the fans around there, nice and snug. Just plug in, the other fan to this other harness. That clicked. This one didn't want to click. Don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna see if it clicked. Whatever. And then let's tighten this hose clamp. Oh, right there. Won't go anywhere. Coolant reservoir. Nice. Why the fuck not? Like that, right? And then have this and this, I'm assuming, right? Yeah, they belong together. Okay, now that everything's connected, let's put everything back on the bottom. Put the new oil filter and then put oil on this. Damn, this is gonna be a long ass video just for a few minutes of fucking footage. Put this guy right here, this guy right there. Put the cone there, and just a few rags here just to hold the cone and to avoid any spilling of oil, right? So now we got that. First, what you want to do is go ahead and then put in the Lucas. So let's remove the whole thing, actually. We actually need the whole quart, right? All right, now that we got the Lucas open, let's pour in the Lucas. All right, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, you can leave the bottle there to just drain, but for now, I guess. Let's go ahead and open the Valvoline Restore and Protect. Get the Valvoline right here. Crack this open. Now remember, for the Lucas oil, you want to do 20% of your oil capacity. This car is practically about 5 quarts oil capacity, 4.89. But we're only gonna put 4 quarts worth, or 3.89 worth of the quarts from Valvoline. So once the Lucas is done, go ahead, put the bottle and dispose of it, or put the bottle away and dispose of it. Now grab your Valvoline, and remember the 80% of what's supposed to be poured. So in my case, 3.89, maybe 3 quarts worth. Stop at where I think it is. I'm still like about, I don't think the camera can catch it, but like about 2 quarts left. So I'm gonna put in a few more. Let's see. I want to be for sure above the 1 quart line. That's for sure. So I'm gonna try to kind of see where I'm at here. Back to the level. I guess this is playing it safe. That's like about 1 quart and 0.1, I think, maybe. Let's just put a little bit, just a tiny bit. That's it. Yeah, that should be good. So then now we're gonna go ahead, cover the Valvoline, cover this with the little cap thingy, and then let's start the car and see if the ticking goes away. So there was some loud knocking at first, starting up the car, slightly quieted. Again, same routine, let the car warm up, get to operating temperature, so we did let it cool down after the oil change. And so, let's see if it's quite the pickiness on this side. All right, car is warming up. Still hearing the ticking. Kind of like it wants to go away, but it's still fighting it. So it's still there, slightly faint, like it comes and goes. I mean, you can still hear it, but I mean, it's not as obvious when you first started it. I mean, again, won't be for certain because this car's been having an issue where it'll reach operating temperature right away. So what I'm gonna probably do is I'm just gonna test drive it, see how she performs. If by any chance she's still giving some issues, then most likely that would be the case, that lifters need to be adjusted. Again, pain in the ass, but usually obvious for most of these older Hondas and Acuras. Not too tedious, but I mean, well, not too hard, but they are a little tedious. So again, you have to take all of this apart, remove the valve cover, and then obviously once you're doing that, you might as well also replace the valve cover gasket. So like I said, let's first drive it, test drive it, see how she runs, and if by any chance that slightly fixed the problem, awesome. But again, don't take this as a safety net, because most likely it would be the case that you need to adjust the lifter. So let's go ahead and drive her, see how she runs. All right, we're gonna go test drive the car real quick. From what it sounds like, the lifter's kind of quieted a little bit. I mean, you can still faintly hear it, but I mean, they're still there. So right now we're just gonna drive it, see if let the oil circulate, the Lucas do its thing, and we'll go from there. Okay, as soon as you let the car drive, you can hear the clack, 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 and she's trembling. Yeah, I hear the clack, 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 clack. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't know if the cameras or if the AirPod is capturing, because I'm using my AirPod to capture the audio. What is there? She's faint when she's decelerating and slowing down, but as soon as you start pressing on the gas and her picking up speed, I'm pretty sure the AirPod's picking this up. I'm most likely sure the AirPod's picking this up. Let's hope that post-production I'm able to rate or modify the audio so that way you guys can hear clearly. But yeah. Well then, from what it looks like, it's it's too much for even the Lucas to do anything. I mean, Lucas is not going to be a permanent fix. Like, Lucas is not, oh yeah, a mechanic in a bottle. Like, yeah, that just fixes everything. It's just like when you're losing compression, or maybe the weight of the oil is not enough, or stuff like that. But don't 100% rely on Lucas to fix majority of the car's problem. Like I said, most of these older Hondas and Acuras have these valve lifter issues. Yeah, so she takes a minute to take off, like like she has some sort of deceleration. I'm not sure if the Lucas oil is too heavy on the car right now, but right now I'm just like pushing my foot down as much as I can, not trying to rev the car too hard, but it takes a minute for it to decelerate. So I want to say that's what it is, the lifter arms messing with the car. I'm barely pressing on the gas. It takes a minute for it to decelerate, and then it just out of nowhere just kicks up speed on its own. So yeah, those lifters definitely need to be adjusted, because I don't hear anything with the timing belt. Like I don't hear it like it's skipping time, because had it been, it would have cluck 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 cluck. Tighten fuel cap. Huh. Could that be it? It couldn't be something as stupid as that, right? But then again, anything is possible. So let's pull over real quick, tighten the fuel cap, because that's what is showing me the error, and see if that changes anything, but I doubt it. Who knows? It could be something small and stupid. All right, let me turn off the car, tighten up the fuel cap, and then let's go back again. Well, fuel cap is fine. Pushed in. All right. Ooh, I could smell a lot of burning oil in the car. Okay, car started up fine. I don't hear the lifters, but then again, the car's warmed up. Yeah. Car's in operating temp because we're driving around. Yeah, we're accelerating it, and you could hear the lifters. Yeah. Still giving me that issue for the tighten fuel cap. I don't know why. Maybe because the car is just all fucking all over the place, and it just thinks that something is releasing pressure or some shit like that. I think I'm just speaking out of my ass here, but long story short, the Lucas didn't fix shit. Not that it didn't fix shit, it's just, it's not gonna be the solution to my problem. Like, it's not gonna fix 100% of what the car's issue is. Thankfully, the starter, got the car running now. So now we tried that. Let's put in the scanner in, and then we'll see what it tells us. I know I said that was gonna be exactly what I was gonna do after the starter video, but I just want to try this out, see if this worked. I had, again, friends recommend this method, and just people on YouTube that I've seen. But again, Lucas won't be 100% of your solution majority of the time, so you can't just always rely on products if it's this bad mechanically. So in my case, it's still mechanically bad, especially that I have a turbocharger, most definitely sensitive, and most definitely the issue. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just wrap it up here, because I think I just prolonged this video a little too much, and I don't want to drive the car too much. I just want the car to move side to side for street cleaning in my block. But as long as I got the car moving, that's all that matters. So again, we'll input the scanner, we'll see what code it gives us, and it goes from there. But again, I'm gonna still check the lifter, see if that needs to be adjusted, and then see what else the scanner tells me. I think there was another code that was given me for the turbocharger, that the escape valve or the exhaust valve thingy, little flap that goes to release the pressure from the turbo, something along the lines, needs to be taken a look at, because I don't know if it needs to be replaced or needs to be tightened, who knows, but again, we'll put the scanner just to play it safe, and then we'll go from there. Like I said, this is a learning process. We said we were going to learn about turbos and all this other stuff. Now's the time to fuck with all that, although it's but anyways, like I said, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna stop yapping. You guys already saw for yourself that this method didn't work for me, and if it doesn't work for you, then of course it's just gonna go above just the product, and it's gonna be mechanically. So we'll leave it at that. Well, we'll see what happens next time. All right, guys. You guys take it easy. Catch you guys next time.